Follow-up file tonight. There are still more questions than answers this hour after a fatal car crash involving Bakersfield police officers earlier this week. It happened on South Vineland and Muller Roads. One person was killed and 3 others, including the officers, were injured. 17's Michaela Armstrong went to the scene of that accident today to piece together what we know and what we don't know.
This is the scene from the fatal crash between 2 Bakersfield police officers and 2 passengers in a vehicle on their way home from work.
And we still don't have a lot of answers to exactly what happened that morning, but we can tell you what we do know. The accident happened around 2 in the morning near a dangerous area of rural Kern County with dozens of fatal accidents.
It's not very well lit. There's not much traffic, so sometimes people tend to drive there as if there's no one else on the roadway. So because of the conditions, because of the darkness in the roadway and the condition of the roadway, sometimes we do get some crashes out there.
The crash left the driver, 34-year-old Lares Ocampo, dead at the scene, and 34-year-old Ana Hernandez in critical condition. The police officers were also injured. Most of the roadways in the area have little to no street lighting, and only stop signs control many. The crash happened at South Vineland and Muller Road, a 2-lane road controlled by stop signs.
There are stop signs in both the northbound and southbound lanes. The police officers were traveling southbound.
However, we still don't know if the police officers stopped the morning of the crash. 17 News reached out to the Bakersfield Police Department, but they remain silent. They have yet to tell us the name of the officers, if they were in pursuit, if the officers stopped at a stop sign, or if the officers had their red lights and sirens on. Hernandez's lawyer also has questions in his investigation as to what happened that morning.
It does not appear to me that the officers stopped before entering the intersection.
This is why Code 3, also known as the lights and sirens on policy, will be analyzed in this case.
That policy requires, even when an officer is driving Code 3 with lights and sirens, that if they're entering an intersection against a traffic control device, such as a stop sign, that they do so that they have complete control of their vehicle at all times.
We have reached out to both the Bakersfield Police Department and the California Highway Patrol, and we will continue to update this case as we get more information. Michaela Armstrong, 17 News.
And meantime, the family of the man killed in that crash says they are seeking justice. 17's Karen Marroquin spoke to the family's attorney.
A parent's worst nightmare is to get a phone call in the middle of the night telling them that their child has been killed. And that's what the family is grappling with right now. They're in a state of shock.
Attorney Daniel Rodriguez represents the family of Lares Ocampo, who died in an accident on his way home from work. It happened yesterday at about 2:30 in the morning just outside of Bakersfield. According to the California Highway Patrol, the police vehicle was traveling south on Vineland Road and a Honda Accord was traveling west on Muller Road. On the corner of those streets is a stop sign, letting drivers on Vineland Road know to halt and grant the right-of-way to those driving on Muller Road. That is why, according to Rodriguez, BPD is at fault.
What's the point in rushing to a place to try to assist somebody if you hurt or kill someone on the way over there because you disobeyed the law?
According to BPD, the officers involved in the crash were on their way to back up another team pursuing a reportedly stolen truck. Rodriguez says that's no excuse to act negligently.
No one is above the law. Anyone else in that same situation who's not wearing a badge, not wearing a uniform, would probably be prosecuted, be charged with a crime of vehicular manslaughter.
In addition, the accident occurred after the pursuit had already ended.
We're going to be alleging that they were driving in a reckless manner, in total disregard of the safety of the motoring public, that they were negligent, and that they should be held to account for that.
Karen Marroquin, 17 News.